Hey guys, what's here? So today I have a new video for you guys, and today is going to be my 0 to 3 month must-haves. Before we begin, I want to say if you guys hear crinkling or grunting, my baby girl's right next to me. She has one of those handmade things on, so it might be a little bit crinkly. So she's trying to take a nap right now. I'm trying to get her to take a nap, but we'll see how that works out. But basically, I have what came most handy to me in her 0 to 3 month lifespan. My baby girl is now 3 months and a week and a half, I believe, or maybe 2 weeks now, which is absolutely insane. So it's actually a week. It's 3 months and a week. She's 3 months and a week old, and I feel like I got a pretty good handle on things. We got into a routine. We know what works for us. So I'm just going to be sharing with you guys everything that worked for me and my baby. Another thing that I want to say is that just because this stuff works for my baby does not mean that it will work for yours. Every baby is different. Every baby will choose different things. It just depends on you and your baby. And I just want to say that before I begin. But let's just go ahead and get into it. So first off, I'm going to start off with clothing. I think that's what I started off with my newborn must-have, so I'm going to start off with that. So first off, I have onesies, and I have onesies that have the buttons on the bottom. These two are actually 3 to 6 months because that's what she's in right now, and I put all of her 0 to 3 month clothes away, but you get the idea. Basically, we have a short sleeve onesie and we have a long sleeve onesie. I have both. I feel like even if she was a summer baby, I would still have at least one pack of long sleeved onesies just because it can still get kind of cold and, air conditioning can be chilly. But I always get the ones with the snap at the bottom. I don't like the ones that snap across. I just feel like those ones are so much more complicated than these ones. And these ones are just so much easier to put on her. And plus, these ones that have this, if she has a blowout, you can pull this over her shoulders because this opens up wide like that. So I do have those. I have many onesies, and these are like what she wears on an everyday basis. So I would kind of stock up on these. You probably don't need as many as I do, but you probably need I would say at least 7 probably of each, so one for each day just in case you don't do your laundry every day. But if you have short sleeve and long sleeve, or short sleeve and long sleeve with 7 each, then you have 14 and you have 2 for a day. Because I know Millie goes through a couple outfits a day just because she loves to spit up. Loves it. Which moves on to our next topic of bibs. So I have come to notice that the big bibs are the best bibs. So my baby right now, I just set her in front of me, but she's currently wearing this little triangle bib and it's small. And this one works well because she's drooling right now, but whenever she's spitting up, this one, it does nothing. She will literally just spit up all the way down her outfit, so then we have to change it. And these ones cover up almost her entire outfit, so I do suggest getting the big bibs, even though they're not the cute ones, but they are the ones that are the most practical, and these are the ones that I reach towards the most. But because she's just super drooly today, I put her in the triangle bib. Next off is sleepers. So these are my favorite sleepers. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. The air conditioning just turned on, or the heat, I mean. Hopefully you guys can't hear that, but anyway. So the next category is sleepers, and these ones are my favorite. These are the ones that zip from the bottom, so they zip up instead of zipping down. And then it's easy diaper change. These are so easy in the middle of the night. They sell these at Walmart, and Old Navy's are also the same way. They zip up. And these ones are so nice. They're the introverted sleepers. I definitely suggest getting a handful of these because you will need them. She wears this or one of these every single night, and this is a sleep sack, and this one doesn't have feet. Now, this one works so much better than the ones that are just open at the bottom because the way that Millie is that she kicks and then she'll pull the neck down all the way down to her belly because she's kicking, and then it's kicking her outfit down. This one doesn't do that. So she actually has 3 of these that she like circles through every single night, and they're nice and cozy for her. This one just has little polar bears. She has like one with a butterfly and one with rubber duckies on them. So I definitely prefer these over the open bottom ones. And then the last clothing piece that I suggest is for like girls, and that would be tights or leggings. I put these underneath her little onesies and her dresses. She's actually wearing a pair right now. She has a pair underneath her little onesie, which I think is just the cutest little style for little babies. So she has a white pair and a black pair, and I definitely wish I had some more. But these ones are by the Cat and Jack brand. Oh wait, no, these ones aren't. These ones are from TJ Maxx. Next off, I'm gonna move on to blankets and cuddly items and like toys and that kind of stuff. First off, I would have a plethora of blankets. We go through blankets so fast in this house because instead of using burp rags, we typically just reach towards whatever blanket that she is using. So this one is my parents' choice. This was like $5 or something like that. And I know that if you have like a baby shower or anything like that, you get so many blankets. So I'm sure you guys already have a little stash of blankets, but I definitely would recommend having a little stash because I keep one in the car, I keep one in Marcus's car, I keep one in the car seat, I keep one out in the living room, I keep one upstairs, like I keep one everywhere just to make sure that my little baby is nice and warm. A certain kind of blanket that I would suggest getting is a swaddle blanket. This blanket I use for her car seat, and the reason why I do that is because it's thin enough that if it were to get over her face in the car, it wouldn't be as like, she'd be less likely to die, basically. And this one is just a lot thinner, and if it gets too hot in the car, instead of her like overheating, this one's thin and more breathable, so I do like these ones more. This is by the Cloud Island brand, but Aiden and I is also an amazing brand, but this one is her favorite. She loves this blanket, and she gets really excited about this little blanket with little foxes on it. She's had it since she was born, so it was the blanket that she came home with. And then the last type of blanket that I would suggest is receiving blankets. These are what we reach towards for burp rags. So I'm actually going to compare something real quick. So these are the burp rags that we have. I mentioned these in my newborn must-haves, and we never use these. Well, we do every once in a while. If they're sitting right there and they're right there, we'll just grab them real quick. But if they're not sitting right there, we don't go and grab them. We will go grab a blanket. And that is because these ones have so much more surface area. And Millie is whenever she pukes, it goes everywhere. So you want to make sure that you have a nice arm-length place for her to basically spit up on, because there's this one and there's not nearly as much coverage. This one goes farther down the back, but mostly it goes down the front and down the sleeve. So I would suggest getting receiving blankets for that reason. I know some people would say that they don't ever use receiving blankets, they don't know what they're used for, but we use them as burp rags, and I also use them as the background of pictures as well. Okay, so for a stuffed animal, so she has tons of stuffed animals that she got from like baby shower stuff, but this one is her favorite. So this is her Lovey, and she got this one, I believe, in the hospital. I believe my friend, or Marcus's friend Charlie, got it for her, or I don't remember who got this for her, but she is so excited whenever she sees him. We have named him Mr. Rabbit, and it's just a little Lovey. She likes to hold on to him whenever she's like wanting to hold on to something. We'll give her him, and then she just gets really excited. So I would suggest getting a Lovey. I think babies love them. So my baby personally, she enjoys her little Mr. Rabbit. Yeah. Yeah, she's got a big smile on her face. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to like toys and stuff. So first off, I have a teether. So my baby started teething at 2 months old, which is very early. It's not very common. Most babies don't start teething until around 4 months old, but my baby personally started teething around 2. So we got this teether. It squeaks, which makes her really excited. And it's the Infantino Zebra, so it's like a knockoff of the Sophie the Giraffe. But she does really like this guy, but she kind of has to be in the mood for him. She doesn't really like chewing on things necessarily, but she's a little bit too young to grab stuff and put up to her mouth, so we put this in her mouth for her. But I would suggest getting teethers before they're born because they could be an early teether like my daughter, and this did help a little bit whenever we first brought her out. She did like her. So another thing that she loves is this little bath book. So this is $2 at Walmart, and it's just a little bath book that squeaks. And it like does like the colors. She has a number one upstairs, where it just teaches her numbers. But these she loves. She loves these guys. So I definitely suggest getting that. And then rattles. Now she's too little to shake rattles herself, but she's starting to associate noise with the item, so she knows that the rattle is coming from this flamingo. These are also $2 from Walmart, the little plush stuffed animals. She has a couple of these ones, so I would suggest getting those as well. So to kind of go along with like the play, we have books. So for the 0 to 3 month span, I suggest black and white books. These are the ones that work best for babies because babies typically see in like black and white. I have 3 of them. So the first one that I have is this Under the Sea book. And this one we used all the time for tummy time. We don't use it as much now, but we did whenever she was probably around 1 to 2 months old, whenever she was learning to pick up her head. This one spans out like this, so you can wrap it around her and she can look at all the animals. And then on the other side, it was really helpful for my little brothers whenever I lived with my mom, because they would look at this side as well. So they would all be looking at this book, and they would love it. This is by Usborne Books, I believe, so I'm not really sure where you could get this other than through like an Usborne like representative or whatever, but I know that this is from Usborne. Another book that I got was the Look book. Everyone suggested getting this one. This one's a very popular black and white book. So Millie loves this one. I read it to her all the time. She gets really excited about the cat page, which I think is, yeah, she loves this page. So, and then the last black and white book that we have is this one. This one's called My First Foods. My grandma got this one for her. And this one is not only black and white, but it's also shiny. This one came from Kroger, I believe. Just because of like the little stamp back here, like the little pay thingamajiggy. I think this is from Kroger. But she also really likes this one because it's shiny. She loves shiny things. So I would definitely suggest getting yourself some black and white books. Even if it's just one, I would get them. Alright. So next off, I'm going to go on to like personal care, I guess. So I'm going to go off with the diapers that we use. So far, Millie, we have found, has no allergies to any of her diapers. But my favorite ones are either the Huggies Little Snugglers or the Pampers Swaddlers. I really like the Pampers Swaddlers too. But these ones have the little yellow line. A lot of diapers nowadays have that line, except for Loves. Loves do not have that line, and it really bothers me, but I do really like that they have like the line to indicate when they pee, and these ones are just really nice and they hold up really well, and I think that these ones fit her pretty well too, and she is in size 1 still. So as for my favorite wipes are the Huggies Natural Care wipes. These ones are in like the big bin, but these are my absolute favorite wipes out of all the wipes that we've tried so far. It's just the Huggies Natural Care ones. These ones you can get a lot done with one wipe, and I just feel like that you get a lot more bang for your buck basically for these ones. As for lotion and stuff like that, I've been using coconut oil. This is a must for a baby. So I use this for so much. We've been using it for her cradle cap, because her cradle cap has been starting to show through. So what I do is I put this on her hair, and then I rub in circles, and then we go and wash it out after 30 minutes of letting it sit. after her baths, I use this on her skin, and her skin is so soft, and it gets through all those rough patches on her skin and everything like that. Coconut oil is a must if you guys are having a baby. You can also use this on yourself. You can use this for cooking. This is such a versatile item. So I would suggest getting yourself some coconut oil. As for the bottles that we use the Philips Advent bottle. She also liked the Tommy Tippy ones, but I personally did not like them because they had a more flexible nipple. So basically, it would go in on her like this whenever she was eating, so it would like fold in, and then it would get everywhere. So this one doesn't do that. This one's very easy to guide into her mouth. I really like these ones. So yeah, we have 4 of these. I definitely want to get more, but that's how many we have for right now. And then as for her pacifier, she uses the Philips Advent Soothie. This one is the 3-month plus one, but obviously she used the 0-month plus one whenever she was during her 0 to 3 month phase. And then we also use Passy Clips. We have not lost one pacifier because of Passy Clips. These are a godsend. Like, get yourself some Passy Clips. These are a huge must-have for a baby. So I definitely suggest getting these. So now we'll go on to lounging. So I mentioned this in my newborn must-have, and I'm going to mention it again in this one. The Boppy Newborn Lounger. This thing still works for Millie. She's getting a little big for it. Soon it's going to have to be something that we're going to have to put away. But for right now, it's working for her. I think if she gets a little bit longer, she's going to be too big for it. But this thing has worked so far for 3 months. I know some babies grow out of it faster. I know that some babies can go all the way up to 5 months in it. Just depends on the size of your baby. But Millie is still in this guy. But basically it has 2 different sides. So there's this side and this side. And I know they're for different phases of the life of your baby's life. But honestly, I don't even remember what each side is. I kind of just set her on the side. But this thing is, I think, retails for about $35, and it's definitely worth it. It's a lot cheaper than the DockATot and Snuggle Me Organic, and it does almost the exact same thing. So, another little lounging thing, I guess, is a Bumbo. So we have this pink Bumbo. This one has the buckles on the inside so that we don't have to risk her falling out or anything like that. We typically keep her on the floor. I know some people put them on the counters and like that kind of stuff, but we just keep her on the floor so we don't even have to buckle her up. But this has helped her a lot with learning to sit up. She loves to sit up, so we got this for her. So something I forgot to mention in my 0 to 3 month must-haves is a Playmat. Millie loves this thing. We have toys on almost every single little thing, but her favorite one is this zebra, and it like twinkles. She loves this guy. But we have all these ones. This one like vibrates. This one shakes. This one has like a mirror on it. So we have all of those on there. We also have this dinosaur who shakes and also crinkles. So you can get, none of these came with the Playmat except for the zebra. All the other ones we ended up buying. So I would definitely suggest getting a Playmat for your baby, one that hangs stuff over them that they can reach. It also teaches them how to reach up and grab things. But that is something I forgot to mention in my 0 to 3 month. And then the last 0 to 3 month must-have that I have for you guys today is a Bedside Caddy. So I keep this by my bedside every single night so that I can have easy access to her diapers and all that stuff. So I have like diapers in here. I have an extra pacifier and passy clip in here. I have a book in here just in case she gets like bored. I have wipes. I have some headphones for myself because sometimes I get super tired at night and it's really hard to stay awake. So I like to watch YouTube. But if Marcus is in the room, obviously I can't just turn on YouTube. So I have a pair of headphones over here to watch YouTube. We have a pair of a thing of Desitin cream. We have a remote for the TV. And then the last thing that I normally keep in here is her formula, but I just left that upstairs. Another thing that I forgot to mention is the Boone Grass Lawn Drying Rack. We have the medium-sized one, so they have the mini travel size, the regular size, and then the large one. We have the regular one, and then we have the twig for the little nipples and stuff. I absolutely love this thing so much. It was just something else that I also forgot to mention. But yeah, so that is everything for my 0 to 3 month must-haves. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do plan on doing like 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and all that stuff. But this is what I found useful for 0 to 3. Obviously they're still really little. They're not really into toys yet, so we haven't really found like her favorite toy. But I know that we will get there. She's getting into toys. She's getting into squeaking things and all that stuff. So yeah. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.